Now I'm going to pass it on to Carrie.
All right. Thank you. You guys, I would love for you to put in the chat right now one thing that you've learned tonight, because my mind is like blown and I'm an advocate. Okay. So put something in the chat that you've learned tonight. I am here to talk to you about our kids' oils kit. This thing is incredible. If you are a mom, if you are a grandma, you are going to want to add this to your list. Okay. First of all, it comes in this cute little carrying case, and it comes with like education cards for each oil that teaches your kids how to use the oils. The other thing that's really cool when you think of kids is that they have the silicone toppers, and the topper is associated with a certain oil, right? So like even my 2-year-old daughter knows that this is the calm down oil, right? So she was crying about something today. She's like, I need oils, you know? So they're learning at such a young age to use these tools. So I'm going to go through the different oils that come in this kit, and then I'm going to share with you just a few different testimonials from my own kids, but then other customers as well. So first we have Brave. Brave, your kids are going to love this. It smells like orange, but when they're feeling unsure of a new situation or maybe going into a new class, something like that, Brave is going to help them have more confidence for the day. Okay. Stronger is just like the adult version of On Guard. And the thing that I forgot to mention is that these oils are pre-diluted for kids. So if you are aware of how you make roller bottles, you use a certain amount of drops of oil and a certain amount of coconut oil, depending on the age of the person. So these are pre-diluted for kids. So this is like On Guard for kids. It's the immunity oil. You can put it on their feet. You can put it on their nightstand before they go to bed, before they get on the bus in the morning, when you know they're going to be encountering those germs all day long. Amazing. Rescuer, just like we just heard about the deep blue, this is like deep blue for kids. Okay, this is going to be for the bumps and the bruises and that sort of thing. We have Steady. This is the anxiety roller for kids. Okay, it's going to help them when they're feeling like super anxious and they just need to like calm themselves, bring those sensors down. That's Steady. Calmer, calm down oil, but also really good before bed. So I know we heard about the Serenity sleep system. This is like that, right? It's the Serenity oil in this little kid bottle. You guys, this stuff got my kids off of melatonin. Like my boys were on melatonin for a very long time. Now they use a natural product like this. Okay. Tummy Tamer. This one is going to be amazing. My son actually had this in his classroom as well because he was using it all the time. So any digestive issues, Tummy Tamer. And then we have Thinker. So if you have kids, like maybe they have a test coming up, maybe they're getting home and they need to work on their homework. Maybe they have ADHD and they need more mental clarity. This is going to help them with that. So let me share just a couple testimonials with you and tell you why, as a mom, beyond the testimonials, why I love this so much. Okay. So my son, Jackson, he's 5 years old. He actually had a pretty traumatic event for a kid happen. He was on his way to football with my husband, and he somehow got a little tiny bell stuck up his nose. And this like triggered this huge anxiety in him to the point he was worried about anything getting stuck up his nose. Then my daughter kicked him in the eye one day. He literally was screaming like bloody murder, thought his eye was going to fall out of his head. So it triggered this like series of panic attacks. And the one day he was like, my tummy hurts, you know, and then he's like all out. He's like shaking and everything. Like his eyes are going back. Like it was really bad. At the time, I didn't have the kids' oil. So I took our Adaptive, which is the adult version of the anxiety medication or oil. I put it on his feet. I put it on his wrist. I had him breathe it in. I kid you not, within minutes, he like basically collapsed in my arms. He fell asleep because it helped him pull out of that. And that's how intense this panic attack was. So that was a really good story. My daughter the other day, she was in her car seat and her stomach was bothering her that day. She's like moving in her car seat, like screaming, crying because her stomach hurt so badly. So anyway, I get her home. I put the Tummy Tamer oil on her, and within like a minute, the pain subsided in her. Now she did continue to puke and then, you know, multiple diapers later. So she obviously had caught something, but this was able to help take that discomfort away from her. And then one of my customers, her daughter, Gracie, 6 years old, she has the whole oils kit. And she said the biggest thing for Gracie is probably the confidence that it's given her. Bedtime was a struggle for her before. Now she's able to go to bed. She has a routine. She uses 3 different oils before she goes to bed every night. She sits there with the Brave oil, the orange, and she just breathes it in. And she feels more confident because she knows she has tools that are going to help her, that are going to make her feel better. And that is the thing that as a mom, I love the most about this. It's not for me about the individual oils so much as the fact that this is teaching my kids healthy ways to combat things that they're dealing with. They know that if their stomach is upset, they can go grab the stomach oil. Or if they're feeling super anxious, they can grab the Steady oil. And beyond today, beyond tomorrow, I think about the future. I think about my grandkids, right? Like if this is what they're using now, what do you think they're going to teach their kids to do? So I see such a big overpowering picture of health for future generations because of something like this that we put in their hands at a young age. So also, I need to choose one of these that I want to give away in the 12 days of giving. Put it in the comments below. Which one would you love to see me give away during our event next month? You don't have to necessarily know the name. Put the benefit of it, and I'm going to turn it over to Ashley.